Sébastien Gardilou, Pierre Dercy, Cindy Connor, and Pierre Guillet. Denmark lineup is with the number 1 captain, Sandra Thor. Number 2, Nonsøe Lærke Pedersen. Number 8, Med Ein Hansen. Number 10, Katrin Heimdal. Number 11, Lein Halstead. Number 14, Simon Mormel. Number 16, Rebecca Althea Reinhardt. Number 18, Med Tramborg. Number 23, Christina Jorgensen. Number 25, Ostega Brian Jensen. Number 27, Louise Burga. Number 31, Catherine Simon Petersen. Number 32, Engrove Mi Haglund. Number 33, Cecilie Emma Fries. 34, Rick Iversen. And number 42, Elber Mikala Moller. Officials, Jesper Jensen, Lars Jorgensen, Rolling Christina Christiansen, Mikael Haller, and Michael Brød. The referees are Javier Alvarez and Ion Bustamante from Spain, IHF technical delegate Salvio Cedrez from Brazil, and Teodoro Ademian from Argentina. IHF official Mr. Dragan Nachevsky from North Macedonia, and IHF representative Mansuru Aremu from Benin. This dynamic, we are going to listen the Friends Anthem.
Entendez-vous dans nos campagnes mugir ces féroces soldats qui viennent jusque dans nos bras, égorger nos fils et nos compagnes. Aux armes, formés au bataillon,
And now the Denmark anthem.
So the teams have met many times. Denmark winning 12, France 7, 1 draw. This is the lineup for France. Defence led by Idwies has been superb as ever in attack. Set play issues in the early stages seem to have been ironed out, helped by the return of Flip and Canor. Well, playmaker Zadi will be absolutely key today. There is the coach, Olivier Krumholtz, who's been in charge for 21 years, bar a couple of years. He's done an incredible job. For Denmark, Hansen, Højlund and Tranborg form a superb backline with fast wingers in Nolsø and Østergaard. While in goal, they have the top two goalkeepers in the tournament with Reinhardt. Superb 56% save rate, while Toft is on 45%, supplementing an excellent defense. Jesper Jensen, who's been rebuilding the team now for a good couple of years. They didn't qualify for the Olympic Games. Philippe, then, who was injured at the start of the tournament, missed out the middle bit, came back in the last couple of games. What a big difference she has made, playing at right back. And Sandra Toft with 67 saves, a 45% save rate. Although we understand that Reinhardt, with the highest save rate here, is likely to start in goal for the Danes. Well, the last meeting between these teams was a French victory last year in Denmark at the European Championships 23-20, but when they met at the World Championships 2 years ago, Denmark won 2018. It was a disastrous championship for France, one they'd rather forget, and they've already put behind them. Bjørgaard is ready, and indeed Reinhardt going into goal.
8, 7, 6,
France.
4,
Nicloser.
3, 2, 1, go!
So Denmark in the red shirts throw off this first semi-final of the Women's Handball World Championships, playing against France in the all-blue. And several good friends and club teammates up against each other here today. France have won the last 4 encounters between these teams, 3 of them friendlies, mind. The last official match that Euro a year ago. Bjørgaard, as expected, Hansen and Højlund start across the back for the Danes with Heindal on the line. On the wing, Nolsø and Østergaard. Ball is stolen, recovered by Denmark. France and Denmark have the best defenses in this tournament. In fact, Denmark have let in the least goals. There's a demonstration, good save, and Zeminko is away. But she puts it wide, and that has been France's problem. They're finishing. They have been wasteful on the attacks, and in the set plays, they're really struggling with long-range shooting. A shot, that's going to be a free throw. Foul on Højlund. Denmark, who've conceded just 133 goals in this competition. France 146, but arguably these are the 2 best defenses in the competition. But Denmark with probably more complete play with attack and defense. Looking for the line, it was well covered. Leclerc looking for options, doesn't find any. Zeminko, Zadi. Good save, Althea Reinhardt, who is on a phenomenal 56% save rate in the competition, justifies her start today. Usually Toft will start, the more experienced captain of the team. That said, Reinhardt is on 71 international matches already. So France is already on 0 from 2, Denmark on 0 from 1, and we've only been playing just over 2 minutes. Out comes line player Heindal, who plays in Russia for CSKA Moscow. Philippe defending solidly, gets a yellow card for holding on the shirt. Philippe, who plays for Paris 92. Bjørgaard into the wing, good defense again. Doublon, one of several players making the debut in the French team. They won the Olympics just 4 months ago, but since then, experienced goalkeeper Leno, captain Dembele, right back Lacrabert with 850 goals to an end, Danset, all retired. So quite a new look team. Through the legs of the keeper, and the opening goal goes to Denmark. It's Trine Østergaard. First shot of the game by Toublanc has caught Althea Reinhardt squarely in the face. Tried to go over her shoulder, I think, but it's felled her. That, though, was the goal at the other end that went through the legs of the keeper by Østegård. Worked nicely, they cut out the back player. But now the concern is more over Reinhardt. Toublanc catching her. Oh dear. That would have been a hard shot as well. Reinhardt back on her feet. Toft looks on, the captain and the other goalkeeper. And she's going to have to go on. Well, that is bad news. And our thoughts to Reinhardt more than anything else. But in Toft, they have the second best keeper in the competition. It's a bit of a luxury for them. She's on a 45% save rate. Toft, and she plays a club handball in Brest. In fact, 4 of her club teammates are against her here today. So, play resumes. Zeminko, flip has now shifted to the centre. Zadi, the 3 at the back. Faux pas on the line. Not being used in defence at the moment. Toublanc and La Source are the wingers. That's a penalty. Zadi just getting enough daylight to go through, and both defenders, Heindel and Holstedt, were standing inside the area. Now, winning the penalty is one thing. They've had their foibles with this as well, the French. Missing 8 penalties in the competition. Pinot will take it. She's missed 4. Puts that one away, though. 32-year-old veteran of the team. Right up in the corner. She goes straight off again. For the moment, not being used in the attack. The semi-final lineup of this World Championship, interestingly, is absolutely identical to the one 10 years ago at the World Championships in Brazil. Not a happy memory for Pinot. Tore a cruciate ligament in the semi-final when France beat Denmark. Nze. And we've got a push in the air, and that's going to be a 2-minute suspension for Hansen. Flip comes in and gets a hefty push in the side of her, sending her flying. She is off for the next 2 minutes as we go past the 5-minute mark, and only 1 goal apiece, as expected somehow from the best defences. The Danes strong everywhere, frankly. At the back, they have the ability to shoot long range, to overlap a defence. The best keepers in the competition. And the most miserly defence, having let in the least goals. But France have been very adaptable. They've got good movement with their defence. Not the best pass, and now it's a passive play call, looking for the wing, and the pass is just touched on the way through. Østegård got a hand on it, deflected it away from La Source. That's good for Denmark while they're short-handed. So the goalkeeper has come off, and in fact Reinhardt's going to go back on again. She's getting ready, she's moved up to the end of the bench. Meanwhile, with Hansen off, on comes Christina Jørgensen. She's had a good competition with 24 goals, the number 23. France push out deep. Højlund tests on the other side. Jørgensen and beats Glosser. Well, she's only been on less than a minute, and Jørgensen's already on the score sheet. Goalkeeper out of position. 30 seconds to go on the power play. France have got to make this count now. Short-handed defence in front of them. Foupa, Zadi trying to pass through, intercepted. And the Danish defence holding firm here. No through this time. Both wingers have had their moments as Reinhardt comes racing off. Only a few seconds. Good start for the Danes. suspension served out. Reinhardt is setting off back in goal again. Jørgensen scored the last one. Cut straight to the wing. Jørgensen! Good save. Picked up by Glusser, who plays for the Hungarian champions Djur. In fact, Hansen, the player sent off for Denmark, is a club teammates of hers there, as is Nziminko, the French back player. There's Flip, recovered from the injury as Furpa comes back into the attack. Idwi's been used in defence solely, although she has had decent spells in attack because they only have 2 line players here, France. Dummies to the line. That's not a great pass. Recovered. Zadi now at back. Flip over the shoulder, the keeper, and Flip gets herself on the score sheet, having missed one shot earlier. 2-2 with 8 minutes played. Jørgensen staying on for the moment. Bjørgaard with a huge overlap near post, and they're back in front again. Bjørgaard's first. Mentioning earlier that these 2 teams met 10 years ago in the World Championship semi-final in Brazil. It was also the same other semi-final, Norway against Spain, and interestingly, all 4 teams still have 2 players from those World Championships of 10 years ago. That's an attacking foul, and Nziminko turns in and backs into the defender. Bjørgaard and Toft are the 2 Danes who were there 10 years ago. And the lead is there, and Denmark with that strength at the back, starting to pull away here. Holstedt scores. We got a yellow card for Holstedt, who sent Nziminko. In fact, it was Idwi's flying. So with France struggling to get the long-range efforts in at the moment, they're going to bring on number 19, Sercien Golin, 24-year-old, plays in Ljubljana in Slovenia, but she's got a very strong long-range shot, but has had huge problems here with it. Looking for the line, misconnects completely. And France struggling in attack. Well, Denmark are firing really well. Nice breakthrough! Tipped away though by Glusser, her club teammate in Hungary. Let off for France. Ball is lost, Denmark have it. Brilliant start. Østegård underneath the keeper, and it's a 3-goal lead, and France are struggling. There was the steal. And they paid the price here at the other end, straight down the centre. 5-2 lead. So France changed another player. This time it's Pinot who's gone into the centre. And it's their attack that's causing the problems because they're being hit on the return by Denmark. And with their problems in set play attacks, that was always potentially going to be the problem. Denmark's Holstedt brings Zadi to a halt. Pinot, the experienced player. La Source eventually breaks through the legs of the keeper. 29-year-old took over the captaincy before the Olympics. Bjørgaard, that's an attacking foul. Zadi managed to close the door quickly. France on the break. Pinot looks for a left back, and there's no left back because Zadi is still struggling to get back from that last hit. There it was. She got in place and clattered into her by Bjørgaard. Bjørgaard, who also plays a club team handball in France for Metz. Several of her club teammates here. Oh, long-range effort. Right, they need to find some solutions in attack, France. And 2 quick returns have got them back into the game, but Denmark strike right back. 6-2, and Holstedt the scorer. She's been used a lot as a defense specialist, but she is a very potent attacker. Nice block on the line. 84 kilometers an hour, this one. Zadi breaks through, gets a free throw only. Good defense again. The center block is holding Heindel and Hochstead. And again, they are looking very nervous out there, France, at the moment. Their attack spluttering, and it's not just that they're missing shots. Some of their passing has been poor. That's a block for Zadi. The break has gone now. Østegård comes away with it. She still has it. There was the shot. Beautiful block. Hochstead playing a huge part in this game already now. They're just trying to pick off some spare resin on the floor, which came off the shoe of Østegård. She rolled on the ground. They often have a little bit of extra resin taped onto the side of their shoe. When they roll on the floor like that, they leave a blob. So Denmark getting ready to make some changes. They've already changed the line where Iversen has gone in. No luck this time, Berger. Oh, the ball's taken away. Hansen on the break. And that's scored. Peterson, the scorer. Mulser comes away and scores. And the contrasting reactions on the bench. France having got themselves back to within one. And now 3 adrift again. 3 fast breaks for Denmark off the back of some poor attacking by France. Nokondi has now come into the center. More than anything else, they've got to be tidy. That's an attacking foul called against Faupas. She races off. There's the attacking foul as she clatters into Hansen. Turnovers, I'm afraid, racking them up. France already on 7, Denmark 3. The way they came into this match, it was certainly looking like their very best chance, Denmark. Free throw for Denmark. The Danes didn't qualify for the Olympic Games. Big disappointment, obviously, for them, but I guess their players at least had a bit more of a break over the summer. Tries to run through all the way. That's going to be a free throw. Hansen pulls back again. So we're midway through the game. So far, so good for Denmark. Penalty won by Iversen. The Odense line player draws the foul out of Canor, who's come on as well. So for Denmark, on comes Peterson, newcomer to the Danish team, who scored all 11 of her penalties against Glusser, who hasn't saved any yet, and still hasn't. France are now 4 goals down with this. As soon as she put her leg up, she shot down next to the standing leg, Peterson. 8-4 Denmark. Perfect start for them. France looking nervous. They may have been worried that they may not cope very well with the Nokondi. That's more like it. The new guard is on. Nokondi, Canor and Sergio Gonin at the back. And they do find a way through. Nokondi, who's been getting stronger as the tournament's progressed. Bjørgaard trying to use the line, Iversen, but was covered all the way. Bjørgaard, hands off. Now this space, parried away though. Read it all the way, Glosser. It's going to be a free throw. Foul on Nokondi. As ever, excellent defending by Lina Hosted, who plays for Viborg. I said earlier, although she's used a lot in defence, she is the 8th top scorer in the Danish league for Viborg with 61 goals this season, so she's a great option. Sarcien Golin dispossessed, good defence, Iversen got a hand on it, Nulso's away, cuts back in, oh, it's off the post, huge let-off for the French. With the 15-minute mark passed, almost on schedule. Both French wingers have been changed. In on the right-hand side is Granier, newcomer to the team. On the left side, Valentini, and a team timeout called by France. Trailing by 3 and frankly, struggling to find solutions in attack.
Sécuriser un peu plus. Ça joue ici, là. N'hésitez pas à réattaquer la balle ici pour sécuriser, parce que ça peut démonter à verser. Ce qui veut dire que...
Hvor vi ligger stregen her, vi er 2 og 3. Mændene forsøger at søge op på A1. Hvis vi kan holde trykket på et så gør vi det. Ellers vender vi retur til Mie, som ligger trykket. Så spiller vi fransk venstre med russer næste angreb. Kom!
Well, Denmark, who have sometimes looked nervous when they've reached these stages of the competition, here today are playing superbly. They've dispossessed France on the attack several times now. 3 goals in front. 3 of their goals are fast breaks. So play resumes for France. No change on the lineup. It was more about trying to give them ideas on the attack. Canard rather plants that one. He was vertical rather than horizontal. And we've had a faulty substitution, I think, for France, just to add to their woes. 4-puck coming off, and I think Edwige went on too early. It's going to be a turnover. Well, it isn't actually, they're already in possession, but they're trying to decide who it is. So it is a faulty substitution. It's Edwige who goes off. Just when France have enough problems on their plate, being short-handed doesn't help, and Denmark will immediately switch to a 4-2 attack, which they do against short-handed teams. And it's a different lineup they use completely. Jørgensen comes on with Petersen at the back. Iversen and Hosted, and it delivers immediately. The French will have seen this. The Danes have been doing this throughout the competition, but it is hard to defend against. When you're so short-handed, the gaps are there. Lovely switch back, superb feed to the line. So France take out the goalkeeper, put on the extra attacker. Been a superbly mastered match by Denmark so far, looking for the line. Brilliant save again, Reinhardt, number 4. What a tournament she is having. Outstanding. Toft celebrates as well. And it means that Denmark have almost a minute now of another power play. Big gap in the middle. Oh! Stolen beautifully. Nokondi happy to slow the pace down. The wingers are gone, but even Pino doesn't want to shoot the ball up. They want to run the clock down. That was a very important steal. 23-year-old reading the pass beautifully in frustration for Denmark. He could really have pressed home their advantage here. Well, defensively, France not doing too badly. restricted Denmark to 9, but the problem is the Danes have done even better in restricting France to 6. Valentini pulls one back. And it prompts big angle as well. Team timeout Denmark.
Hvor vi kører, vi har overtaget 15 stykker, så det er god tid. Næste angreb, så sætter vi Mille her. Så sætter vi Mette her. Så sætter vi Chris her. Så kører vi fransk højre med det brede kryds. Det vil sige, Mette kommer over. Kommer langt over. Stregen står her. Rykker Mille strøs. Så ligger Mille rundt her. Ligger dernede. Okay. Fransk højre med kryds.
So both teams have now used one team timeout out of 3. Shoots of a recovery for France at least, starting to find some solutions in attack. It's helped by changing the back line. They've got literally 10 seconds to go on the power play, hence the rush to get forward. Johnson! And it works. Second goal of the game for the Viborg back player. They had 12 seconds to go on the power play and used it superbly. Umholtz, a wry smile, the master tactician. He would appreciate that. 20-minute mark gone and still a 4-goal lead for Denmark, who have looked the more complete side here. France defending well, but struggling in attack and are looking nervous, making a lot of mistakes. Already suffered 8 turnovers, so unlike them. Canor tries to go back again. Good defense by Tranborg, who's come on now for Denmark, the number 18. Plays for Esbjerg. Up into the corner, and Nokondi is finding solutions, a 23-year-old from Metz. Tranborg, oof. Well, that just suddenly let grip out of her hand. Beautifully cut out by Holsted. The long pass by Glosser, looking for Valentini, was read all the way. Well, he was a little opportunist, and Glosser knows it. It's worth saying that Denmark have had an extra day's rest, having played their quarter-final. That's not going to be a free throw, and Sergio-Golin's been dead-legged on the way through, but France have had a day off since their quarter-final, Denmark too, and that recovery time can count a lot at this stage because they've been playing every other day, France. That's a poor pass, and Umholtz looking to help. Glosser takes the ball from him, and France come back again. But they are in need of finding some better solutions on the attack. They're finding it over the top of the keeper at the moment, and that's the first goal of the game for Lucie Granier, one of the newcomers to the French team. Hung for a while to open the angle, did really well. Denmark have had a +4 lead on a couple of occasions. There's a good chance, clips off the bar. It's gone off behind. Glosser had lost sight of it, and oh, bad news for France. Nokondi, I think, has also been dead-legged. And she's come off. She was just one of the more successful attackers. Shot efficiency, well, France actually marginally better as Denmark go a little off the boil, but the thing at the moment is that France have had less shots, 14 of them, scoring 8. Danes have had 18. It shows that the French defense is working. Good! Great effort, Reinhardt tipping it onto the post. Save number 5 for her, and straight down the other end. And Holsted playing out of her socks here today, the Viborg back player. Zadi is back on for the injured Nokondi. And then Zimiko's returned into the attack to work alongside her. At the moment, Denmark have all the cards, but there's still plenty of time to go. And Nziminko looking for the line, and a slip by Nziminko and a 2-minute suspension, as it was aided and abetted by a hefty shove from Tanbor. Well, or pull on the shirt. There's Lecondi receiving treatment, while France now have a power play and bring Flip back on again, because she likes the breakthroughs and is probably a little better than... Oh, good steal, and then Nziminko a wince as she turns away. Østegård for the second time in the match steals the ball off France when they've got a power play. Tried to pass it to the wing. Probably needs to get past her because she comes out a fair bit and then pass behind her. Denmark take out the goalkeeper. Iversen has gone in on the line now. Højlund in the centre, Jørgensen at left back, Bjørgaard back on at right back for the suspended Tanbor. Ball is stolen. Foppa, Flip, passes to Nziminko, who's got a bit of space on her, and she scores. First goal of the game for the 30-year-old. Foppa looked for options, went down the middle, but Flip realised she was going to be cut off. So again, France closed the gap back, but they don't ever get it closer than 2 goals each time. Denmark have found a way through. They've got the goalkeeper back out again, though. It's a power play still for France for 30 seconds. Bjørgaard goes looking into the line. Couldn't connect with it, dispossessed before she got control of the ball. Flip. Good save again! Reinhardt, brilliant. What a match. 6 saves. Why she's shooting down when she's already on the ground, I'm not sure. There was Nziminko getting in the way of the pass. And France, as ever, making life hard for themselves in attack. They've had marginally the better defence, France, restricting the Danes on the number of shots. But the French have been more wasteful in attack. Nice turn! Beautifully took the pace off the ball. Iversen. First goal of the game for her. Got the wrong side of her Foppa. Once you're behind, you're in trouble. Dropped her wrist back and just ran it off her fingertips. So Denmark are back to full strength again, but still Humholdt sticks with his starting lineup at the back, which had real problems early on, hoping that the break has given them time to reflect. Flip. It's a free throw only for Flip, looking for a little bit more. Tries to find a gap into the last 3 minutes. Zadi. Danes close her down very quickly. They know she's got a big shot on her. And Nziminko almost wary now, passing to the left-hand side because she's been dispossessed twice. Toft celebrates. Now passive play call against France, who again are struggling to find solutions. Low shot, but Flip's shot goes into the side netting. 3-goal lead, 2.5 minutes to go. Another goal here, and the Danes could open up the 4-goal lead for the 3rd time in this match. So change, Holstedt comes off, back on goes Højlund. Højlund has scored 19 goals in the tournament, plays for Odense. Bjørgaard. Jørgensen, there's a bit of a gap if she rolls. Oh, good save! Follow up, off the post. And the ball dies in the area. Iversen had a chance. Could have restored the 4-goal lead. Well, they're finishing below par. The Danes came into this match with the Best attack in terms of finishing, 68% success rate. France on 60%. Danes are down at 55%. What's helping them, though, is France are only scoring half their shots. Zadi and Zeminko flip. Gets the penalty. Iran clearly taken as she went to shoot. And the foul for Jørgensen. Iversen frankly closed in as well. There was the chance at the other end. Lovely spin. Good save off the first one. The Iversen, unchallenged, comes off the post. Pinot. Oh, took it quickly. The moment the whistle went, she just dropped the ball down next to the keeper. Althea Reinhardt, surprised a bit by the speed at which she took it. Smiles all round. France glad to be 2 behind only. They've had 2 spells when Denmark have scored 3-goal runs against them. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Denmark could do with another goal here psychologically. They show that they are the ones in charge. France defending for all they're worth. 15 seconds to go. Racing to get themselves back in place. Burgor into the side netting. Penalties won. Krumholtz looks incredulous. And that's the half-time buzzer. You just heard go. Look at his reaction. And so Peterson, who hasn't missed a penalty in the competition so far, with that chance to put them 3 up, it'll be the last shot of the match. Oh, and it's saved! Glusser comes good on the buzzer. Her first penalty miss of the entire competition for Simone Peterson. Psychological blow for France. And so the score at half-time in the first semi-final here, it's Denmark 12, France 10. Well, Denmark, who've had dominance with their attacks. Well, Hansen, who gets a good pat on the back from Glusser as she walks past the 2 club mates in Hungary, is Reinhardt, who's played an incredible first half with 6 saves, speaks to Toft. And for Jensen, he may be disappointed that for all the apparent domination, especially with France struggling in the attacks, they are still only two adrift. And the French goalkeeper speaking there, Glusser and Darleux. So 36% of France's attacks are working way below par for them, and their field shooting, 47%, is poor. And 1 from 4 fast breaks is terrible for the French. Reinhardt seeing to that. For Denmark, 52% of their shots going in, but they have scored 4 of their 6 fast breaks, while France have suffered 10 turnovers to Denmark's 7. Well, not much in it, frankly, with the scoring. It's fairly spread out. There have been very few goals in a match all about defence. Nokondi and Pinot on 2 apiece for France. Hosted, though, top scoring. She's been very good with 3 goals so far. This is Denmark's big chance. Well, in the opening 8 minutes, we had just 4 goals, and then it kind of picked up. Denmark had 2 3-goal spells with no reply to take the initiative, and twice led by 4 goals. But France are coming a little bit better as the match continues, and certainly defensively, they have restricted the Danes. For France, then 2 penalties, 1 fast break from 4, that's costly. The wings are getting good service with some success there. And the breakthroughs, though, and the line shots, that's been a bit of a deficiency for them today. And long-range shooting, as has been the problem throughout the competition, non-existent for the French. Denmark have missed that penalty on the buzzer. They've scored 4 of their 6 fast breaks. They're not having a huge amount on the wing, but you'll argue they don't have to. They're getting the breakthrough and the line shots to make it count for them. So the break here in this first semi-final of the World Championships. Denmark are leading France 12-10 at the break. We're going to take a break as well, but join us again for the second half. We'll see you then. So welcome back to the Palau de Sport de Granollers in Spain. Half-time in this first semi-final at the 2021 Women's Handball World Championships. And Denmark are leading Olympic champions France 12-10 at the break. It has been, as we fully expected, a game all about defence. Just 22 goals in the first half. Both teams scoring below par. Denmark, who've been in 8 semi-finals in their 20 World Championship appearances, winning 3, but have only won the title just the once in 1997. France in the picture have reached 5 semi-finals and actually won all of them, winning twice, 2003 and 2017, and 3 silvers. But that lady there, Althea Reinhardt, despite taking a shot to the face early on and coming off for a quick break, has played superbly with 6 saves. That was the player who caught her as well. Tout blanc. Concern for France in the second half, who've had their problems with attack, and they're preparing to change keeper. Cléopâtre Darleux will come in, who is actually Danish captain Sandra Toft's club teammate. They're the 2 keepers for Brest, the French champions. All the players looking very focused. It has been a tough game. Twice Denmark have had a 4-goal lead. Twice France have come back, but they've never managed to close it by more than the 2-goal difference. So we're just about ready. France throw off the second half of this semi-final at the Women's Handball World Championships, trailing Denmark 10-12 at the break. Zadi in the centre. We've started with Orlane Canor, the 24-year-old brought in only a couple of games ago, the number 21 on the far side for the misfiring Niakate. And they've got Fleep at right back, who picked up an injury earlier. Managed to get a shot through, but it's a free throw. It's good Fleep didn't try and stand up. I think she gets a knock of acknowledgement from Holstead, who could have been upended. Instead waited for it to roll off. Zadi. Fleep again. White, she didn't go through, the gap was there. Are they getting nervous? Penalty. La Source wins it. Turns inside Østegård, who's not been beaten too much in defence. And Pinault comes off the bench for her 3rd penalty. Reinhardt has saved 3 in the competition so far, though. Oh, sends her the wrong way, and an important psychological blow as France get back to within 1. Stood back, Reinhardt, to give herself more time to react, but it's a bigger target for Pinault. 12-11. Nolso wants a touch of the ball. So Hansen, Højlund and Bjørgaard across the back. Denmark have resumed with the same lineup that started the match. Heindel comes out, she'll drop back in. Hansen. Højlund shoots into the keeper, but it's a penalty. And it's a foul by Alicia Toublanc. Steps in and gives her a hefty shove as she breaks through. So Hansen will take it. Scored 3 from 5 in the tournament and scores, and the 2-goal lead is restored. Great reaction on the bench. 3-goal lead. The thing with France is they adapt, and it takes them a little while sometimes to adapt to the circumstances, but they can be so dangerous when they do. Denmark have been consistently good in defence. Oh, nothing there, I'm afraid. Looking to pass to Canor, who'd gone in on the line. Oh, Husted changed the direction, Hansen, and scores, and she gets 2 back-to-back goals, and suddenly the initiative again shifts back. It's Denmark. So Flip, Zadi, Cano across the back. Flip. Zadi pushes in, but Flip doesn't come around to help. Trying to create a bit of space for her as Fupa plants herself in front of Hansen. Zadi, free throw. Again, Heindel holding well. Slightly taller team, the Danes. But give away a couple of centimeters per player on average. Fupa scores under pressure. Fupa gets her first of the game. Holsted, lovely play. France didn't get organised fast enough and pay the price, and Holsted on 4 goals now. Excellent line play behind, opening up the space. 3-goal lead. France on the attack now, having got back to within 1. But the Danes show good mental resolve. Philippe is hesitating to come across at the moment. Zadi is trying to find solutions on her own. Canor. Zadi cuts to the wing. Big angle. She's been trying to target that top space over the shoulder of the keeper. Obviously, you know, there's a bit of opportunity there. She missed her first one. It went straight in her face at the beginning of the match. That was more like it. So they settle down again. Bjørgaard, Holsted, just wait, she'll go off. And Højlund can come back into the attack. What a defender to have, Holsted. She's actually top scoring for them. Way for Højlund, the Odense player. Hansen's coming around. Immediately Edouise responds by coming out to the line. Save, but it's a penalty. Shove on Heindel as she went to shoot. Pushed at the back. So with Hansen taking the penalty, it's her club teammate Glosser who comes back on again. Both play for the Hungarian champions. But Hansen wins the battle. What a great start. Nothing in the first half for Hansen. Now she's scored 2 penalties and an open play goal. And Zeminko is now coming to the attack, and it allows Zadi to shift. She'll come back again in Zeminko, more of a left back. Zadi looks to go around Flip, gets inside. She's got a free throw as Hansen brings her down. Flip again, good defense. Denmark, who've conceded the least amount of goals in this championship. France now with the passive play call against them. Flip, looking for the wing, opens up a bit. Good save, Reinhardt! Save number 7. 25-year-old Odense keeper. Not sure what Lassos was trying to do, though. Straight into the middle of the keeper. Moment, Denmark soaking up the pressure well. To the wing, big angle! Saved. Darleux, her first save. She did have one earlier, but it's her first official on the system. Flip, Pinot, who'll go off. She's being used in defense alongside Edouise. Just clicked to heel on it. So 4-2 turnaround since France got back to within 1. Zeminko. Problem for France is they don't have the same long-range shooting that Denmark have, and she fumbles the ball. Flip, turnover. Holsted looks for options. Hansen, bit of gap in front. Holsted wants to have another go. too many steps. She hesitated. The French did well because they actually came out and covered the options for her. And Darlou on the halfway line. Make sure you don't lose the ball after that. And with Flip struggling a little bit to get into the game at right back, she's been swapped with Sertien Ugolin, while Toublanc, who's not had the best of games, has gone off, and she's been replaced by Granier. Both are newcomers to the French team, a lot earlier than he would normally change the wing. Faupain on the line, Zadi, Sertien Ugolin, good save, and the ball's kept in play. Sertien Ugolin, who's really struggled with the long-range shooting. Scored 2 from 12 only in this competition. It's what she's there for, really. But she's not putting them away. Holstead, breakthrough! Goal number 5! 4-goal lead is back. 5 from 5, Holstead, and it forces France into calling a team timeout. Brilliant game by the Viborg back player.
Que tu descendes en 0,6 en point de repli, on remontera si c'est possible. D'accord? Mémé, tu y vas à la place de Grasse. Mémé, tu défends en 2 ici. Ok? Non, Mémé. Mémé, en 2 à côté de l'arrière gauche. Donc on joue avec Mémé, tu défends en 2 là-bas.
Træk over til Mie. God tid rundt. Oversæt Skinny herover. Så Mie får en mand der.
Ellers så kan vi også tage, hvor Heino går ned og sætter stigning, så får Ur. Du får
Well, a superb performance by Denmark. They have looked outstanding. And, have been tipped from an early stage to make it through to the final. France always going to be a challenge, but in defence, in attack, they've spluttered a little. So another change for France in the middle after that team timeout, their second of the game. Welcome news that Méline Nokondi is back on, the 23-year-old who had a good first half until she got a knee in the thigh and hobbled off. So it's a free throw, which is an interesting one because she points to the area and goes, if I'm impeded in the act of shooting, is it not a penalty? But the Spanish referees, Xavier Alvarez and Jon Bustamante, say no, free throw. And Zeminko, smuggled that one past, shooting across her body. Couldn't get too much power on it, but Zeminko gets a second. 325th goal for France. Holstead being left on in attack at the moment. Why would you take her off the way she's playing? Hansen! Oh, off the post, but she's fouled on the way through. Nokondi. And as we go past the 10-minute mark, another chance for Denmark to go in front. Nokondi, who's standing inside the area, but also barged into her. No change this time. Darlou stays in. Hansen scores. 4 goals in the second half, 3 of them penalty, and Hansen's finding her range. Iversen on her feet celebrating. Well, they are mastering this match very well at the moment, Denmark. France are going to have to dig very, very deep to come back in. Into the wing. Wasn't a good pass, and Granier brings the ball back out again. Zeminko, good cover on the line. Ball is fumbled, given back to Faupain, and now it's a passive play call against France. Need to get a shot away within 6 passes. Unlucky for Reinhardt, but that's a second for Faupain. Granier not wanting to give the ball away, and not all the Danish players were outside the 9 meters. Have to retake the throw. Well, should Denmark win at this championship, they would become only the second team to do the double with men's and women's titles at the same time. The other team, France, 2017. Højlund going to be a free throw only. Pinot showing how it's done, as Glosser looks on rather anxiously. Post is well covered though by Darleux. 12 minutes played, 3 goals in it as Heimdall comes out. She'll drop back in now. Passive play call against the Danes. Ball is intercepted and Zeminko thinks about the long pass but decides it's probably unwise. Nokandi into the line. Nothing given. Edwige has to come back again, the defense specialist, who is a line player in a normal position. Plays for Rostov-Don in Russia as Bielgo is fouled. France is finishing. Still the problem for them. Bit of mopping being done as we see that chance missed at the other end. She was under a lot of pressure taking it, but that was the goal just before. Jensen looks on nervously. At the moment it's okay for Denmark. The French have never managed to edge themselves in front. Been behind the whole time. Hansen comes around and Zeminko. Hansen shoots over the top. She'll have to get back quickly because the French are streaming forwards and there's an extra space if they want to take it. La Source. And now she is back in again, Hansen, but she's taken a blow and she's looking a bit uncomfortable. Oh, I think she took the blow afterwards when Nokandi nearly fell over her. Change on the left wing where Valentini has come in. There's Hansen still clearly in some discomfort after that last tumble over Nokandi. And Zeminko. Sercien-Golin. Oh, good save! Faupas looks to the referee and says surely they touched that inside the area, not given. And Reinhard, save number 9. Big game from the best keeper in the competition. Well, I think a few in the crowd are now unhappy, felt it really was inside the area, the pick up on the last one. Down to the feet, Jørgensen, who's come on now, number 23 in the centre. Højlund shifted to the left for the moment. Bielgo, that was awkward. It was a save. And Hansen is looking really in trouble. I think it's more winded. Just needs a bit of time to gather herself. Hansen is on. They may be looking to bring on Peterson into the attack as well. Might give a little bit of pace. Oh, and again, and Zeminko looks to the referee and says, why now? And just got the breakthrough. They're hard to come by, and there's a bit of cleaning going on the floor as we approach the midway mark in the second half, with Denmark in control here in Granollers. France, who won the World Championship in 2017, then had a terrible World Championship 2 years ago in Japan, where they didn't qualify for the main round. They ended up in the President's Cup for the teams knocked out in the first stage, won it, small consolation. But came straight back, though, to win the European Championship the following year. And again, Sercien-Golin just can't find her range on the shooting, and it creates problems for France because she is their long-range shooter there. Flip, not the same kind of player, and that's the second time she's shot down the middle, and Reinhardt will be credited with a 10th save. Empty goal for the Danes. They've gone for 7 against 6. France will know this is coming. They've played it in the tournament before. That's an attacking foul and the ball thrown away. What a silly way to get sent off. I think Nulse is being given the suspension. So there was the attacking foul, but there she throws it away behind You've got to leave the ball where it is, and Nulse doesn't. And so just as Denmark switched to 7 against 6 in the attack, they're going to have to rethink now. And a chance maybe for France. Oh, breaks through beautifully. Lobs it over the top. That's Nokandi. Third goal for the 23-year-old. Switches back. Reinhardt came forwards very early. She immediately put it over her. So empty goal, but this time just to have parity on the attack, not the extra player. Iversen has stayed in on the line. France respond with a deep 5-1 defense now, looking to try and get the ball back and put the Danes under pressure during the passive play, during the suspension. Højlund, oh, smuggled in, big goal. Højlund first of the game. Into the wing. Oh, the wing needed it, but it's gone in anyway. And Zeminko gets a third. And another 2-minute suspension for Denmark. This time it's on the other wing. Østergaard is off. Jensen felt that was an attacking foul by France, and it's so close to call. So double suspension for Denmark, 13 minutes to go, they lead by 2, but this could help the French. Defending 5-1 and Zeminko at the front. Goalkeeper is out, but it still leaves them short-handed by 1. They're basically playing without a right wing. Vries has come in on the left side. Jensen. Passive play will come soon because it's all sideways. There goes the arm. 6 passes to get the shot away. Højlund, oh, brilliant! Back-to-back goals by Mia Højlund. When Denmark are short-handed and France, so strong in defense, are paying the price. And a save by Reinhardt, but it goes out to the side. Unlucky for the Danes, but it's her 11th save. France keep possession. Denmark have got one of their suspended players back again, but are still short-handed for just under a minute. Untidy play by France in attack. Zadi suddenly sees an opportunity, but it's quickly closed down by Hosted, who's having a blinding game for the Danes. Fopa, Zadi, all the way through. Well, it was almost in slow motion as she saw the gap. Short-handed defense just couldn't close the gap. Danger was. Then she'll just feed off to the right. Hesitation. So the goalkeeper is off, but they're taking time getting on the extra player, Denmark, with Simon Bøhm, who comes on for the first time in the match on the far wing. Team timeout for Denmark. Just about to get back to full strength again in 5 seconds. Second team timeout of the game for them.
Frans venter, men bare kryds op i lejen, det vil sige Mie kommer herfra. Du skal lige holde god tid. Kan du ikke lægge med over til Chris her? Nej, du burde ikke lægge med her streg, mens Mie kommer med op.
Men opmærksom på, at de ikke kan på de der finte.
Sortir les coups, remonter sur les terrains. Et maintenant, il faut monter toutes les balles.
Il reste 12 minutes. Allez, on y va, on a plus rien à faire.
Allez, tu sors.
On a plus rien à faire, allez. Le bonhomme là. Comme ça. Allez.
Well, a very low-scoring game so far, but these were critical goals for Højlund under pressure. And this great save by Reinhardt made sure that France really failed to capitalize fully on the double suspension. So Denmark have taken out their goalkeeper. Play resumes after the suspension. I wonder if they're going to go 7 against 6 immediately. They're not. Reinhardt's going back in goal instead. Oh, the ball is stolen. That was an inspired call. Break is on. Zadi. And that's going to be a penalty. Is it? No. Free throw. She managed to stay behind, and Zadi will regret not loosing the ball right now to the right-hand side. Excellent defense. Zadi looks to the referee. But it's not given. They've got to forget about it now and move on, France. And Ziminko, Nokandi and Zadi on the attack. Still trailing by 2 in a low-scoring match. Fully expected. Nokandi tries to go through, and again the gap was there, but Zadi sees the whistle blown. Zadi looking for the line. Ah, oh, brilliant play, lovely link up. Scored by Faupa, her 3rd of the game. Youngest player ever to represent France at 17 years of age. Into the wing. Oh, saved. France just 1 goal down, breaking forwards. Briefly got back to within 1, and that's as good as it got. They're level. 10 minutes to go. And against all odds, France have leveled it. Zadi saying at half-time, you never know when France will finally find the solution. And hit back. This is the moment. Great save by Darleux. And France with 3 goals without reply. Edwige, French tails are up. Their attack still spluttering a little. But the Danes are starting to make a few mistakes as well now, and this is nicely poised. Passive play against Denmark. Højlund. Zadi gives her nothing. Højlund again. Finds the wing. Off the foot of Darleux. And the Brest goalkeeper just got a foot on it. Well, in the second half, when Denmark went 4 up again at 18-14, you thought, are the French going to drop their heads? But they come storming back, a 6-2 turnaround. Zadi, not a great pass. Passive play now called against the French, and Ziminko. Faupa! She can't get the goal. She'd landed inside the area before she shot, but a penalty is given. Fouled in the act of shooting. The ball smuggled in. There was no room for Faupa, but Hosted was inside. Glosser jumps to her feet. So Pinot will take it. Toft comes off the bench, the Danish captain. She staved a couple, plays a club handball in France for Brest. One of Pinot's former clubs. 4th penalty for Pinot. Oh, it's saved! And France could have gone in front for the first time in the match, but Toft denies her. Brilliant. With that psychological blow, Toft has been told stay in goal. We're getting into the money time here. France still with a deep 5-1 defense. In Ziminko up at the front. Hansen. Now Zadi comes out as Ziminko goes in. Now there's a bit of a flat defense. Yes! They worked it well, and eventually Højlund found the space to drive in. Oh, Toft! Nothing given. Valentini. Double save, Sandra Toft. What an entrance by the captain. Brilliant. Well, when you need her, she's been on the bench most of the game, but she comes off and immediately steps up. Playing in a 5th World Championship, Toft. 146 international matches. France with a couple of opportunities Missed in the last two. Højlund into the wing. Zadi comes around to cover and switches back with Granier. This to get a 2-goal lead with a passive play call against the Danes now. Well, there'll be no fingernails left on Glusser at this rate. Free throw, Bjørgaard, but she's using up the passes. They probably have about 3 left on the passive play call. Into the wing, Østergaard saved! Darleux with save number 5. Decent angle, and it wasn't a great shot in fairness. So Granier's come off, Toublanc is back on again. Granier more of a threat on the fast break, I'd say. Toublanc better on the set play. And Ziminko, that looked like too many steps. Not given. Oh, through the keeper. And Toublanc, who's just come back on again, gets her second. Scoring against a club teammate, and that might also be why he's put her on. They both play at Brest, the French champions. So the keepers at both ends of the court now, Denmark and France, play for the same club. Great friends, but putting that aside for the moment, we're into the last 5 minutes. From 4 goals up, the Danes have seen the French come right back in again. Højlund. And Ziminko jumped into her path. And luckily, Edwige was quick to close the door behind. Hansen. Oh, that was close. Forbat coming on, but decides to pull up and slow things down a little bit and go into an organised phase. Passes on maybe some instructions from Krumholtz, the coach, to Zadi. 12 turnovers apiece now. That was a great steal by Ziminko, although the whistle had gone already. Oh, and Granier for the first time in the game, or Toublanc puts France in front. Oh, too many steps. Lassource cuts in. Saved by Toft, and the game stays alive. France could have really pressed home the advantage here. Brilliant match. What an incredible game. France, 3 goals without reply. Højlund gets one back, could have gone back up 2. But Toft to the rescue. 4 saves for the Danish captain. Yes, Heindel, they're level again. Nip and tuck. Two and a half minutes to go. We may even find ourselves with extra time here. 2 times 5 minutes, if they are still level at the end of normal time. Zadi, Nokandi, and Ziminko. Zadi looks to the line. Oh, brilliant! Forbat, the 20-year-old line player. And still the nails are being bitten off Glusser. France edge back in front. This time just stayed off the line. Amazing to think she's 20 years old, the line player, already with 51 matches and 120 goals to her credit. She's a European and a world champion. Would love to be world champion again. An Olympic champion, I should say. Would love to add the world championship title to her name. I'm getting carried away too. We're into the last 2 minutes. Højlund. Free throw. Good defending, Zadi. And Toublanc managed to close the door quickly. Hansen. French are playing deep, but it means a bit of space for Heindel at the back. Passive play against Denmark. Someone's got to take responsibility. Good defense again, and you use up more valuable passes in the final team timeout of the game with 1 minute and 15 seconds taken by Denmark. Incredible semi-final. Both teams have given us a superb match.
Vi sætter ø her. Ø der. Vi har Heino på stregen med bolden der. Heino står med bolden der. Heino giver den også til en 2 mod 2 her, så har vi 4 afleveringer. Det vil sige med 1. Ø, så trækker du den modsatte vej her. Og lægger den ud her og over her. Det vil sige med 1, 2, 3. Så har vi 1 aflevering tilbage overfra, så vi kan køre selv.
Mais vous jouez côté balle. Elle renverse plus le jeu beaucoup. Elle porte le ballon. Faut couvrir le pivot et le porteur de balle.
Les filles, vigilante à Olion et Hansen qui va pousser le duel. Olion et Hansen, les filles. Allez, les filles, on la récupère. Hein. Le banana, pour ça, allez.
Nerves palpable in the arena. Gloser, she started on a rudder thump. 1 minute and 16 seconds to go. Reckon they have about 4 passes left, Denmark, on the passive play. Højlund, who's had a brilliant match, into the wing. Save! Ball comes out, and Darleux now on 6 saves. Huge match. With Darleux, it's not the number of saves, she just makes them at key moments. We're into the last minute. Denmark have to push forwards now. Horsted's coming up at the front of the 5-1 defence. Nokondi, Zadi gets a free throw, it runs the clock down. Nerves of steel, now team timeout for France. Just as a passive play call went up. Lead by 1, 26 seconds, a goal now, and surely it's all over. But if they don't score, Denmark could equalise and we have extra time.
Ouais. Si on joue à gauche jusqu'au l'ailier, il faut y aller. Tu tires ou tu remets à Estelle. D'accord? On travaille les débordements de Mémé. Toi, tu enchaînes.
Les filles, ce qu'on peut faire, je vous
N'hésite
coupe.
pas à aider.
On a 5 passes.
Man kan trykke på her, så falder du stille og roligt nedad her. Stadigvæk en af på fløjen, eller Sander tager bolden. Når vi får bolden.
have venstre fløj, ellers så får vi mængde på isen.
Ja. Okay. Kør bare.
So France, only the referees know the indication clock here where it says 5 passes remaining is from the table. It's the referees who decide. Toft, who's played a huge game, coming on late, but already on 4 saves. France, with a handful of passes to score a goal that could win them a place in the final, or will Denmark get the turnover and come back again? Oh, they miss it! 18 seconds, switch back, Hansen. Gap in the middle. France defend for all they're worth. Free throw. 5 seconds, Holsted. Over the top. It's going to be a free throw, but the clock runs out. And Denmark will have to shoot through a wall of French defenders. It's not over yet. Improbable as it seems, these have been scored before. And ironically, most famously, by another Hansen, but that was Michael Hansen. Hansen again, she's got to take it. She wants to have a go. She's got a bit of height on the French. She's taller than any of the ones in the wall. It's blocked and France are through to the final. Incredible. They trailed for 57 minutes of the game. Denmark were superb. And suddenly, as it always seems to happen, France soak up the pressure and come good in the end. The final score here in the semi-final, France 23, Denmark 22. It played on so little. The Danes will be distraught because they played a superb match. But Krumholtz, the master tactician for France, somehow engineers a French win in the money time. They held their nerve, and France maintained their record of winning now all 6 semi-finals in the World Championships and could go for their 3rd title. We're going to go and fetch the gold, says Edwige, the defensive captain. The celebrations will be wild. The French fans celebrate. Hansen, though, beside herself. Hansen, who came good late in the game, 4 goals, but it wasn't enough. And once again, as it happened 10 years ago in the semi-final in Sao Paulo, the French beat Denmark. And 2 of the players from that time were here today. Darleux, who had a great game, and Pinot, who didn't have such a great game. She tore her cruciate ligaments in that match. There is Darleux. 40% save rate in the end. Player of the match then. And it goes to Althea Reinhardt, who made 11 saves with a 37% save rate. And unfortunately is almost beside herself, trying to put a smile on her face, but struggles. Denmark will have a chance to go for the bronze medal. They've won it only once in 1997. They've been twice runners-up and 3 times bronze medalists. On the podium more often than France, but club teammates there with a big hug, and that's a nice thought. While her teammates celebrate, and Zeminko goes straight over to her teammate Hansen, gives her a hug, but France have done it. Darleux, who finished up with a 40% save rate in goal, she made the late saves at the crucial moment. And Denmark, who only relinquished the lead in the 57th minute, as France just kept pounding away, even when their attack was misfiring. It seems so improbable. 4 goals down. But then the last 20 minutes, they started to turn it around. Midway through the second half, there was still 15-18 down France, 3 goals adrift. But a run of 3 goals brought them level. And then with 3 minutes to go, they took the lead. A lead that was given to them by Alicia Toublon. Ironically, putting the ball past her club teammate at Brest, Toft in goal. Some of the saves that Darleux made that in the end contributed to the victory. Smothered that one, came forwards, and then Hansen's last-ditch attempt. The odds against her, and the French wall blocked it, and the celebrations could start. Krumholtz, what an incredible coach he is, in charge for 21 years. He was there when they won the World Championships in 2003 and 2017, and he could keep France on track to become at the world title to their Olympic title. Who knows, if they won the Euro next year, they could join the men's team. French men's team who twice had been treble champions. There is Darleux. They're looking for someone in the crowd. Well, her daughter is amongst them. So the stats, France in the end, who were poor in the first half with their attacks, actually had the better in the second. 44% of their attacks working to 42% for Denmark. They're shooting marginally better, but it was all about defense today, hence those stats are low. France, though, who scored 1 from 7 fast breaks, a lot of wastage. Denmark scored 6, and the turnovers 13 apiece. So Foppa top scored for France with 4 crucial goals, all in the second half. Hosted, who played a blinding game in defense and in attack as well, where she was top scorer on 5, but still ends up on the losing side. A final score in the first semi-final then, France have beaten Denmark 23-22. We'll find out later if it will be against Norway or the host Spain. But that's it for now from us. Hope you've enjoyed this incredible match. Thanks for watching, And until next time, from me, Paul Bray, goodbye.
To introduce your Dr. Hassan Mustafa, who is the president, to support your team in farming and to show a positive attitude. Thank you. Now everything is ready. Enjoy the
Mira, siempre pa'lante.
Dans le dernier carré, un arbitre de la nation.
De la nation.
Ben bien sûr. C'est quoi ça? Ça veut dire quoi ça? C'est pas éthique ça. Ça veut dire quoi?
Mais ils sont nuls, ça fait 3 fois
Ben
qu'ils
qu'on
sont
les a.
nuls.
Ben bien sûr. Bon, par contre, ça fait 3 fois qu'on gagne avec eux.
Ouais, mais ils sont nuls.
On est là, Olivier. Olivier, on est là.
Ils sont nuls.
C'est pas coach danois, toi.
Jamais 2 minutes sur les tailles, donc jamais 2 minutes. De grâce, ils remettent pas de pénalty. Le dernier pénalty de la première mi-temps, faut arrêter quoi. Elle la touche un peu à la hanche.
Et puis en
Elle
plus,
est-
elle va même pas tirer, elle fait exprès.
Elle fait exprès.
Bien sûr.
Parce qu'elle a peur. De toute façon, elle se
J'ai dit.
Ouais, je peux te dire, je pense que de toute ma carrière, c'est le renversement de situation le plus extraordinaire que j'ai.
C'est vrai?
Ah oui.
Parce
Mais
qu'on
attends,
était
même
derrière.
quand
Elle a
elle est
été
champion
menée.
du monde.
Ah non, oui, c'est vrai.
Bah attends, tu rigoles
oui,
ou quoi?
on était mené de
Attends.
7
Bah,
buts
bien
à 7
sûr.
minutes de la fin.
Attends, à Rio.
Au Rio, ouais.
Arrête,
Ah,
t'en as
oui.
connu, attends.
France-Espagne, oui, c'est
Bah,
vrai.
bien sûr, t'en as connu des
On
renversements.
était à moins 7
Mais t'es
à 10
moins
minutes,
7
à 15
Oui,
minutes
c'est
de la
vrai.
fin.
Attends. Mais celui-là, c'est que celui-là, tu le vois pas arriver en fait. Parce que putain, pendant 7 minutes, déjà, tu te dis bon, c'est dur, c'est dur. Mais comme je disais à Olivier, par contre, au moment où on passe la 1-5 et qu'on commence à... Déjà, quand Estelle récupère la première balle, déjà, tu te dis ouf, elle va avoir peur. Ouh là là. Et Estelle avait anticipé qu'elles allaient faire le ciseau. Et Estelle m'a dit sur le ciseau, elle me dit je vais y aller fort sur la passe. Et là, POC. Et on avait décidé de laisser Louise jouer aussi sur la 1-5. Puis regarde, on a dit, Estelle elle m'a dit je vais la laisser jouer et je vais être sur toute trajectoire de passe.
Elle a fait de l'huile, hein.
Ah putain,
Elle a fait de l'huile.
ah dommage. Ça paye pas ça quand une équipe est prête et que nous on attend hein. Non mais celui-là, non mais cette demi, non.
Merci.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Allô? Non, ça marche pas.
Bien joué ton dernier penalty là sur la ligne. Là.
Merci.
Et ta double parade aussi là. Bah ouais. Putain, parce que celui-là on rentre à moins 3.
Parce que mentalement, comme il n'est pas justifié, ça nous aurait fait mal à la tête que tu le prennes. On était à combien à la mi-temps? Moi
12-10.
Et on prend 10 buts en deuxième. On prend 10 buts en deuxième.
Mais elle était très bien.
Je pense qu'elle était là, c'est mort. Je perds pas.
Non mais Méline, je pense que Méline c'est comme ça qu'elle a dit. Méline elle s'est dit je ne perds pas le plus du regard d'aujourd'hui. Elle s'est dit ça.
Défense, comme ça.
Elle fait quoi ça?
Thank you.
Mais là c'est bien. Et puis associer Méline et Chris en fin de match, ça a mis un why dans la tête de défense. Parce qu'ils ont la petite qui arrive pleine balles et ils ont la manœuvrière au milieu.
C'est le meilleur père. Actuellement, déjà au jeu, je l'avais fait plusieurs
À la
fois.
fin Non mais parce que du coup ça met why un peu dans la défense parce qu'ils ont Méline qui va manœuvrer fort et pas Grace qui est capable elle après de distribuer.
Grâce, ça a été très précieux sur la fin.
Ouais. En défense.
Elle a tenu au Youn. Et après,
Ouais. Parce que Yulun là, c'est la tête. Hein.
Mais déjà, pourquoi on est deux aujourd'hui?
parce que c'est.
Thank you. Ta pote. J'allais dire le mot en anglais, mais non.
I røven hele tiden, så sagde de bare, at jeg skulle gå med her.
Mais
Det tror jeg, Simone skulle
bon, de
komme
toute façon,
med.
du coup, comme l'équipe de France n'a pas gagné beaucoup de médailles olympiques, du coup, ce qu'on va faire là, faire médaille olympique et finale à la suite, c'est la première fois.
Oui, c'est absolument l'enfer.
Jack, ça paye pas quand on attend comme ça? Ça paye pas quand nous on attend comme ça, quand on est en attente là? Non, mais je sais pas, il a pas des trucs, je sais pas. C'est vrai, on est tout en retard, nous? Ah, j'ai rien dit, c'est un peu français.
J'ai envie de faire pipi par contre.
Mais, oh non, merci. Le lob, quand Méline elle lobe, quand elle fait son débordement, mais qu'après elle fait.
Qui ça?
Méline, quand elle lobe, je me suis dit. Oh bon,
Culotté.
Et le kung fu. Ouais, mais il passe pas loin. Putain. Il passe pas loin.
C'est trop basse.
Ouais. Mais c'était bien joué quand même. Franchement, je trouve que c'était bien. Tu regarderas le crayon quand on est je sais.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the press conference for the semi-final match of the Women's Handball World Championship here in Grenoble between the national teams of France and Denmark, with final score 23-22. With us on the left side of the podium, members of the national team of Denmark, Mr. Jesper Jensen as head coach, and the players Ms. Catherine Heindal and Ms. Simone Pedersen. On the other side of the podium, the head coach of France, Mr. Oliver Krumbolz, and the players Ms. Loga Glosser and Beatrice Hedwig. Mr. Jesper Jensen, what are your feelings about this match?
I'm sad. Also, some kind of proud of my team, my players. They put in an effort, pushing the Olympics champions of France to the very last second. I have to congratulate the French team also, doing a good match, hanging in there all the time, playing all the 60 minutes. I think the match more or less broke for us when Oliver went in 5-1 defense with Minko in front. We never found the key for that. We missed a couple of chances, and the strong French defense, they got more self-confident the longer they had us. But yeah, sad for not playing the final. I think we've been playing a very strong tournament so far, but we had a big dream about reaching the final. We knew it was going to be a steep mountain to climb to beat the French, but yeah, sad just to not be in the final Sunday.
Thank you, head coach. Ms. Catherine Heindal, a really tough game against France. What are your impressions about this match?
Like Jesper said, I'm sad, and I want to congratulate the French team. I think it's a tough game. We play hard both teams. We knew that it was two good defenses, and I think they changed the game in the middle of the second half, and we struggled to find the solutions. So I'm sad. I think we had a good chance today to reach the final. So now it's trying to get heads up before Sunday and still go for a medal.
Thank you. Finally, Ms. Simone Pedersen, your feelings about this match?
Yeah, as Katrine and Jesper said, a tough game, and I think we can be proud of our performance. We followed our game plan to top point, and I think it's the small details that are the reason why we are standing as the loser today. But I think we can be very proud of how we played today, and yeah.
Thank you, Simon. Mr. Oliver Krumbolz, congratulations for the victory, first place. In your opinion, what was the key to reach the victory?
The key was the courage from the French player, because the game was very, very difficult during 40 minutes. We have a lot of difficulties. The first half we lost 9 balls. It's too much. But the key was, of course, the defense. The defense 1-5 with an amazing Estelle Zemenko, and we had more power because we have the ball in the last 10 minutes, and some player was very good for shoot, very important shoot. I think, for example, for Alicia Toublanc, it was not easy. She shoot in the wing, and she make goal. We are very, very happy. It was so difficult, but we know that it's a very good team, and this team progress, and I'm sure that in the Olympic game in France, they have a chance. They have a good coach. Please don't change the coach, because I think the team is better and better, and with young player, with strong player, good defense. It's nice.
Thank you, Olivier. Mrs. Beatrice, how is the team after these 7 tough games in this championship?
It's like like that we breathe. We already knew before the game that it will be a really tough game because Denmark played very, very well on this World Championship. And we worked a lot in video, but I think in the first half they played really good. We struggled a lot in the first half, but the chance that we have in our national team, I think it's that we are the only team in the world that we can mix 6-0 and 1-5, and I think nobody in this time know how beat this defense now. So we are lucky, and we are really happy, to win because 4 months after the Olympic Games, normally it's really tough, and normally the Olympic champion is really tired, but all the time we just want to win. And I think now we know how to win, and we never put our head down, and we just want to go forward. And we are really proud for the new girl who is in this team, Alicia Toublan and Lucie Granier. It will be the first final for them, so it's really good, and we are really happy, and mostly because Laura come back with us, so it's good, really good.
Thank you, Beatrice. For Laura, one easy question: Norway or Spain in the final? What do you prefer and why?
I think we don't have any preference. I know that Spain and Norway are a really good team, like Denmark. We knew that this game was going to be really hard, and it was not a surprise. And no, we don't have any preference. This is a strange question. Sorry. No, yeah, we don't have any preference.
Thank you, Laura. Questions?
Thank you.
Okay. Good luck for the future. Good.